All right, let's just jump right into this explainer. We're going to diagnose your digital vulnerabilities today and prescribe a three-step defense strategy. And the best part? It's based entirely on top-tier official security frameworks. Look, if you're managing a network, building software, or leading an organization, you already know the threat landscape is just constantly mutating, right? But today, we're going to look at your network through a slightly different lens. We're going to treat your cybersecurity posture exactly like human health. We're moving away from emergency triage and building a robust, preventative wellness plan. So I want you to pause for a second and honestly ask yourself, is your network treating a digital gaping wound with a Band-Aid? Are you just kind of ignoring foundational security and hoping for the best, only reacting when something actually breaks? Honestly, we see this all of the time. Organizations will buy the absolute latest, shiny security tool, but completely neglect the baseline health of their systems. It's literally like eating fast food for every single meal and hoping some trendy vitamin water is going to prevent a heart attack. True digital wellness requires a structured, proven methodology, and that's exactly what we're building today. Section 1. The Digital Health Crisis, Moving Beyond the Alphabet Soup. Moving right along to Section 2. NIST, the treatment plan, blueprinting your digital immune system. So NIST provides the overarching treatment plan for your business. And no, it isn't just about plugging in firewalls or updating software. As their official guidance points out, a massive part of this framework is cybersecurity risk communication. Basically, that's the critical process of sharing information about cyber risks to enable real, effective decision-making. Think about it like this. If the doctors in the IT department can't explain the diagnosis to the hospital administrators in the boardroom, well, the patient isn't going to get the right treatment. NIST gives us the official language and structure for how an organization understands, translates, and communicates its cyber risks from the very top down. Now notice how the NIST communication flow naturally progresses here. Step 1, you assess the risk. Step 2, communicate that threat clearly to decision makers. And step 3, implement the policy to treat it. This just goes to show that managing cyber risk is an ongoing, step-by-step treatment plan. It's a constantly evolving strategy, absolutely not a one-time pill that you just swallow and forget about. All right, Section 3, OWASP, the stress test, breaking your own system on purpose. I love this concept because it brilliantly illustrates the critical difference in security mentalities. On one hand, you have the passive approach, basically assuming you're safe just because you haven't been breached yet. But the active OWASP method, totally different. It's exactly like getting on a treadmill, hooking up all the monitors, and aggressively breaking your own system under controlled conditions just to see exactly where the weakness lies. So the crucial point here is that OWASP gives you the exact official methodology for finding those critical vulnerabilities way before the bad guys do. But pay attention to the emphasis here. Their guidelines don't just cover testing, they explicitly demand testing and reporting. OWASP provides strict rules for documenting those findings so your dev teams can actually go in and fix them. It's not enough to just find the disease. You have to write a really accurate pathology report so the surgeons know exactly where to operate. Section 4. CISA, Daily Cyber Hygiene, your daily digital vitamins. Let's do a quick rapid fire of these CISA recommendations. We're talking authorized services, vulnerability scanning, routine checkups, and preventative baseline care. Running these authorized vulnerability scans is the digital equivalent of washing your hands, brushing your teeth, or taking your daily vitamins. Okay, sure, it might not seem as glamorous as stopping some massive targeted hack, but this preventative baseline care stops the vast majority of common infections from ever taking root in your network in the first place. I really want to highlight this specific phrasing pulled directly from CISA's official guidance. Quote, authorized cyber hygiene services. That word right there, authorized, is incredibly important. These are officially sanctioned foundational practices meant to maintain baseline network health. You're not just running random scripts you found online, right? You are utilizing vetted, structured hygiene protocols to make absolutely sure your network is clean, patched, and prepared. Section 5. Your cyber prescription, putting the regimen into practice. Now, when we map these frameworks out together, a really complete defense strategy emerges. You've got NIST providing the overarching treatment plan, which focuses on high-level strategy and risk communication. Then, OWASP acts as that aggressive stress test, pinpointing vulnerabilities through rigorous web testing and reporting. And finally, CISA handles the daily hygiene with authorized vulnerability scanning. Literally take any one of these away, and your digital health inevitably fails. You need the whole shebang. Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. Your digital immune system is under attack right now, at this very second.
Automated bots, malicious actors, and newly discovered exploits are constantly testing your perimeter. So, looking at the rigorous frameworks we've just covered, when was your last real checkup? Honestly, don't wait for a critical breach to start caring about your network's health. Take this prescription, implement these frameworks, and build an immune system that actually lasts.